behalf of Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research, Bharat Institute of Law, we welcome you this presentation. So this is one of the core subjects in law, sociology. So sociology is speak about the society. Lot of social issues are going in the society. So it's around the world and around the people and everywhere. Sociology can be applied. So people also it's facing a lot of issues in this society. So in this session, we are going to talk about Justice Act 2015. This act is really very important one to all the journal people. What is the meaning of journal? Journal means children. So all children is talk about the children. So as the 2011 census data, child between the ages 7 to 18 years constitute about 25% of the total population. According to NCR, the National Crime Records Bureau, the percentage of violent crime is as a proportion of total crime as increasing day by day. So like 1.2, 1.3 is like around 2 or 3%. So it's day by day increasing. 16 to 18 years old accused of crime as a percentage of all juvenile accused of crime increased from 54% to 66% from 2003 to 2013. So, key features of JJ Act 2015. So, children in conflict with law. So, in this Journal Justice Act, it's two kinds of methods are followed. One is child need care and protection, and another one is child in conflict with law. So, what is conflict with law? The offences committed by child below 18 years are categorized as heinous offense and serious offense and petty offense. So in this space we can see, so child in conflict with law. So offenses committed by child. So what is crime? Crime is rule breakers or is called as a crime. So in this session, it is clearly tell about the child involving in the crime that is called juvenile in conflict with law. So it's heinous offense means section 2 says about those with minimum punishment of 7 years of imprisonment. So serious offenses for which punishment is imprisonment between 3 to 7 years. So third one is petty offenses. So below 3 years of imprisonment. In this case, life imprisonment and death penalty cannot be applicable. So, any children involved in crime that they are directly go for the conflict law. So JJB, Juvenile Justice Board, they are come under the Juvenile Justice Board. So in case of violence of them, crime which has been allegedly committed a person aged from 16 or 18 years. So some people are involved in the crime 18 years below 6 after 16 years of age they are involved in the crime. They are considered as a adult. So 2012 you can know about the Nirubaya case. That one is a gang rape. One guy is joined at that time. So that's why this during the 2015 Amendment Act, Juvenile Justice Amendment Act, this clearly tells about the 16 to 18 years any children involved in the crime. So they are considered as adult. So under Section 18 says after preliminary assessment, board may order transfer of the child who in between 16 to 18 years as an adult, and then board may order transfer of the trial of the case to the children's court having jurisdiction. So a children's court is a Election Court notified under the Commission for Protection of Child Rights Act 2015 or a POCSO Court. So you all know about the POCSO Act 2012. So it is also it's applicable to this process. So next, we are going to see about the fundamental principles that shall be guided while implementing JJ Act 2015. It tells about the principle of presumption, innocence, principle of dignity and work, principle of participation, principle of best interest, principle of family responsibility, principle of safety, positive measure, principle of non-stigmatic semantics, and principle of non-waiver of right, principle of equality and non-discrimination, principle of right to privacy and confidentiality, principle of institutionalization as a measure of last resort, principle of representation and the restoration, principle of fresh start, principle of diversion, and principle of natural justice. Is all applicable for guided by implementing JJ Act 2015. These are fundamental principles that shall be guided while implementing JJ Act 2015. So, as a child, it can and applicable in all the situations like participation, best interest, family responsibility, safety, and positive measure, and non-stigmatic semantics. These are very important. So, and also principle of equality and non-discrimination. So these are very important to follow fundamental principles that shall be guided while implementing JJ Act 2015. 15. So next we are going to see some offences against children. Some offences against children. So there is some punishment also there. So first one is disclosure of identity of children without reasonable cause. Section 74 talks about that. So offense against children, when there is disclosure of identity of children without reasonable cause. Section 74 talks about that. It is 6 months of imprisonment or fine rupees 2 lakhs. Fine rupees 2 lakhs or both. Okay. So these are very important one. So another second one is cruelty inflicted upon child by the person having the actual charge. So punishment offense punishment 3 years imprisonment or fine of rupees 11 lakhs or both. So empowerment, that one is employment of child for begging. Section 76 talk about that. Employment of child for begging. 5 years imprisonment and fine of rupees 1 lakh. So fourth one is whoever gives intoxicating liquor or any narcotic drug or psychotropic substances. Section 77 talks about that. So it's clearly tells of 7 years of imprisonment and fine of rupees 1 lakh. The fifth one is talk about the using a child for vending and peddling, carrying, supplying any intoxicating liquor or narcotic drug. So that is also 7 years of imprisonment and fine of rupees 1 lakh. Exploitation of a child employee. Section 79 clearly talks about that. Exploitation and child employee. So 5 years imprisonment and fine of rupees 1 lakh. Seventh one, offering adoption without following the provision or procedure as provided. Section 80 is talk about that. So 3 years imprisonment or fine of rupees 1 lakh or both. So 8 one is selling or buying child. Section 81. So its punishment is 5 years of imprisonment or fine of rupees 1 lakh. Ninth one is corporal punishment by the person in charges or employee in a child care institution. Section 82 is talk about the fine of rupees 10,000 for first conviction and for every subsequent conviction, imprisonment up to 3 months or fine or both. So, corporal punishment. So, all the children so come under the Justice Act. It's come under District Child Protection Unit (DCPU). So, so all are applicable to this act. 10th one is the use of child by militant groups or other adults. Section 83 is talk about use of child by militant groups or other adults. So its punishment is 7 years imprisonment and fine of rupees 5 lakh. Fine of rupees 5 lakh. So 11th one is kidnapping and abduction. So kidnapping and abduction. Section 84 is talk about that. So punishment as prescribed under section 359 to 369 IPC shall apply. Indian Penal Code 359 to 369 also can apply in this crime. So these are very important one. So compulsory registration of institution. So in this process, under the new act of all institutions, whether run by a state government or by voluntary non-governmental organization for housing children in need of care and protection of children in conflict with law shall be registered under this act within a period of 6 months from the date of commencement of this act, section 41. So all the NGOs or children homes come under the Joint Justice Act. Each home should be registered under this Act, Joint Justice Act 2015. Otherwise, the inspection will be also done district child protection unit. So inspected all the children home. So these are very long process. So it's all come under Joint Justice Act 2015. So any person who is in charge of such institution fails to register an institution under this act shall be punished with imprisonment of 1 year or fine of not less than 1 lakh or both. So all the institutions should be registered under Joint Justice Act 2015. So next we are going to see about the presumption and determination of age. In case the committee or the board has reasonable ground for doubt whether the person brought before it is your child or not, the committee or the board shall undertake age determination process by seeking evidence by obtaining the date of birth certificate from the school, the birth certificate given by a corporation or a municipal authority or a panchayat. So only in the absence of 1 and 2 above said, so that one shall be determined by an association test or any other latest medical age determination test. So should be inspect about the certificate, birth certificate or age of the child. That will be very important. That is very important. So before this process. So next one is leave of absence to a child placed in an institution. The committee or the board may permit leave of absence to a child to allow him on a special occasion like examination, marriage of relative, death of kin or any emergency of like nature for a period not exceeding 7 days excluding the time taken in journey. Such absence from institution shall be deemed to be part of the ten for which he is liable to be kept in the home. So, but when a child in conflict with law has failed to return to the special home on the leave period being exhausted, the time for which he is still liable to be kept in the institution shall be extended by the board for a period equivalent to the time which lapses due to such failure. Section 98 clearly tells about the all the leave procedure for the child, one who involved in crime and one who engaged in juvenile justice and one who in observation home. It's all applicable for the all juvenile people, juvenile one who undercome come under the conflict with law. So appeals of section 1. It's sorry, section 105. It says about the this act makes provision for creation of juvenile justice fund by the concerned state government for the welfare and rehabilitation of the children deal with under this act by means of voluntary donations, contributions and subscription as may be made by any individual or organization. This is clearly tells about the juvenile fund. The juvenile fund is very important tool for the career and future and daily needs. So for the daily needs and also governments also give some grants even though they need lot of funds. So even the governments also providing a lot of support system to the juvenile people. So juvenile people are very care and protection. So they need care and protection. So even the conflict with law, people, children involved in conflict with law, the children also need care and protection. So this fund will be helpful for their studies and other things. So, juvenile justice fund section 105 is really tells about their needs and government gives the grants for each children. So these are very important. So state child protection society and district child protection units, it's talk about section 106, 106. It clearly tells us the state governments shall constitute a child protection society for the state and child protection unit for every district to take up matters relating to children with a view to ensure the implementation of the act, including establishment and maintenance of the institution under the act, rehabilitation of the children, and to make coordination with various official and non-official agencies. So this is very important. Each state government shall constitute a child protection society. So these are very each state should be follow. So that's why the CWC Child Welfare Committee and having all the responsibility and children district child protection unit take care of all the children. So it's all working together and giving all the supports to the government. So each state and each district is providing the best. So next one is child welfare police officer and special juvenile police unit section 107. 107 is talk about that in every police station, at least one officer not below the rank of assistant sub inspector may be designated as child welfare police officer to exclusively deal with children either as victim or as perpetrator. So to coordinate all the function of police related to children, state government shall constitute a special juvenile police unit in every district and city, and it include railway police dealing with children. So these are very important. So each police station and police they have the responsibility about the children because each police station they have a special officer for the appointed for the children. So that is called journal special police job group. That is called journal police unit. Journal the police unit that is called. So here most of the district and all the state appointed special police for the journal. So, apprehensions of child alleged to be in conflict with law. Section 10 of the new Act is the replica of Section 10. So, repealed the Act of 2000. So, which provides as soon as a child in conflict with law is apprehended by the police, such child shall be placed under the change of the special juvenile police unit, the designated child welfare police officer who shall produce the child before the board within 24 hours, excluding the time necessary for the journey, and in no case a child shall be placed in a police lockup or lodged in jail. So, in any police station, the child should be produced before the JJT or CWC, Joint Justice Act. Joint Justice Act clearly tells about this. If any child involved in crime, the child directly go for the conflict with law. So, Joint Justice Board take over all the procedure. If any child involved, abandoned, or involved in battery, or so that child needs something, that child directly go for the child welfare committee. So, in police station also, before the 24 hours, the police should be produced before the JJB. So, next, bail to child in conflict with law, section 12, it's talk about, it's clearly is a child in conflict with law, when brought before the board, he may be released bail or placed under the supervision of a probationary officer and fit person. So bail may be denied if the release likely to bring him association with any known criminal. Release likely to exposure to moral or physical or psychological danger. Release would be defeat the ends of justice. So court must record the reasons for denying the bail and circumstances led to such decision. So when a child in conflict with law is unable to fulfill the condition of bail under within 7 days of bail order, such child shall be produced before board for modification of the condition of bail. So these are very important. So probationary officer report and also the fit person, that all very important. So duty to produce by police immediate after apprehensions. If the child is in conflict with law, the police have to produce the child before JJG. So already I told about that. A child in conflict with law may be produced before an individual member of the board when the board is not sitting. Then presence of two members needed, including principal magistrate for making an order. So this will clearly tell about section 18, and it's clearly talk about that. So we can follow this procedure. You can really know about the JJT, the procedure to produce the children. In case of difference of opinion, the opinion of majority shall prevail. If the child in need of care and protection, the police shall produce the child before CWC. It's a section 7 talk about that. It's already I told about that. So if any child go with the crime, the child is come under the JJB conflict with law. If any child need care and protection, the child is directly go for the CWC, Child Welfare Committee. Who is child in need of care and protection? So, who is care and protection. Who is an animal, homeless, abandoned, street child, forced labor, beggar, abused, tortured, neglected, exploited, mentally, physically challenged, having incapacitated parents or no parent, missing or run away child whose parents are not traceable, abused, tortured, or exploited for the purpose of sexual abuse or illegal act, vulnerable and is likely to be inducted into drug abuse and trafficking, abused for unconscionable gains, and victim of natural or man-made calamity. So these are very important. So next we are going to see about the order that can be passed by the committee in respect of the CNCP of the. So inquiry section 37 clearly tells about the declaration that the child is in need of care and protection, restoration of the child to parents or guardian or family, placement of the child in children's homes or fit facility or specialized adoption agency for adoption, placement of the child with fit person, foster care order, it's talk about section 44, and sponsorship order is talk about the section 45, declaration that the child is legally free for adoption under 18. So these are very important. So each children home should be follow this procedure. So final order that may be passed by the board. Section 15 is talk about that. Allow the child to go home after advice or admonition and counseling to the parents, guardians to the child. So direct the child to group counseling and order the child to perform community service, order the child or parent or the guardian of the child to pay fine to be released on probation of good conduct and place him under the care of parent, guardian, or fit person on executing a bond. Send the child to a special home for a maximum period of 3 years. So, in addition to any such order, board may pass order to attend school, attend a vocational training center, undergone de-addiction program, attend a therapeutic center. So the board after preliminary assessment under section 15 falls an order that there is need for trial of the said child as an adult, then board may order transfer of the trial of the case to the children's court having jurisdiction. So board may order police for registration of FIR for the offence committed against a child in conflict with law or child need care and protection CNCP. Duties of police to inform parents, guardians. It's talk about section 13 of Juvenile Justice Act 2015. When a child in conflict with law is appearance, the police shall inform the parent or guardian of such child if they can be found and directed them to be present at the board before which the child is produced. The probation officer, if no probation officer is available, child welfare officer for preparation and submission of special investigation report. So these are the duties of police. When child in conflict with law attain 25 years but yet to complete prescription terms of stay. If section 20 is clearly tolerable. In such case, follow the evaluation by probation officer or DCPU or social worker by children's court to know whether child has undergone reformative changes. After the completion of the evaluation procedure, children's court may decide to release the child on such condition as it deems fit, which include appointment of a monitoring authority for the remainder of the prescribed term to stay. So decided that the child shall complete the remainder of his term in jail. So these are very important. So next, runaway child in conflict with law. Police shall produce a runaway child within 24 hours before the board which falls to original order in respect of the child or to the nearest board where the child informed. So no additional proceedings can be instituted in respect of such child. So it's already told about that. Police should be surrender or produce the baby before the surrender the child before the justice board. Provisions regarding abandoned, missing, and surrendered child. Section 32 to 35 says about any individual or any organization or a police officer is involved in that. So, an abandoned child, missing child, orphan child without family support, or single parents, widows, poverty, poor financial system, so like that, that people. So, child line services within 24 hours, I'll give information to the child line service 1098 and nearest police station. Child helpline number is 1098 1098. It's easy to remember the child, so that's why its child helpline number is 1098. Nearest police station, child welfare committee, DCP, the child district child protection unit, hand over the child care institution registered under this act. Oh, these are very important. So if no information given within 24 hours, then it would constitute an offence. So such offence shall be punishable with imprisonment up to 6 months or fine rupees 10,000. If any parent or guardian wishes to surrender a child, he shall produce the child before the committee. The committee on satisfaction will cause a deed to be executed by the parent or guardian. The parents or guardian shall be given to 2 months' time to reconsider their decision. In the intervening period, the child may be placed with the parents or guardian in a specialized adoption agency, SORA. In child is below 6 years, in a children home, if child is above 6 years. These are very big process and they come under the Joint Justice Act 2015. Special provisions. The board on satisfaction is empowered to dispense with the attendance of a child for the purpose of inquiry. Where attendance of a child reviewed before board or the committee, such child shall be entitled to reimburse his and his escort traveling expenses by the board or the committee or the DCPU case may be. Where the child who has been brought before the board committee requires prolonged medical treatment, the board shall send the child with an approval place for medical treatment. Where the child is found to be mentally ill or addicted to alcohol or other drugs, the committee or the board may order removal of such child to the psychiatric hospital or psychiatric nursing home in accordance with the provisions of the Mental Health Act. So these are very important to follow these things. Uh, so law frame for child protection. So, so following classes, I'm going to tell about the what are the influence affect the child in sociology. We can child delinquency is one of the major social problem in India. So, Joanna Justice Act 2015 is clearly talk about the child need care and protection and child in conflict with law. So, CWC Child Welfare Committee and Joanna Justice Act is clearly talk about that. So, in this video, we clearly about the what are the major aspects of involving in JJ Act, Juvenile Justice Act 2015. So it is very favorable for all the juvenile in India. So up to 18 years is all know what child means up to 18 years. Is any child involved in crime after 16 years to 18 years, so that is considered as a adult. So this is very important. So in this video, I believe it's very useful for you. So I'm very thankful for everyone and also Bharat of Law, Bharat Higher Education and Research Institute. So thank you.